Hello everyone, BigFriendlyWarGamer here. I'm going to start my hobby vlog today because last week I did some painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to review everything I've done at the end of the week. It may change during the as we go forward. We'll see. I'm going to line up what I've painted for the week and just let you see and discuss where I'm going next. Right, so I started painting Tuesday. I had 3 quite good days of painting, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday when I was off work. And I've done little bits and pieces since I've gone back to work. So the first thing I finished was this thermic plasma regulator, I think it's called. I don't paint terrain very often, so I thought it'd do me some good if I put into my yearly plan to paint a piece of terrain every month. So I did. It took me an evening to do. It's about 4 hours or so. So quite happy about that's turned out. That's how all my sets of Mechanica stuff is going to be painted. So it's going to have the bone coloured upper floors, plasma painted blue, and silver and gold mostly. So yeah, quite happy with that. I then went on to finish these Blood Angel Scouts. Now, I know everyone moans about these models because they are quite old, and they're what, 15, probably more years old now. I put a bit more effort into these than I would normally, so they are quite detailed, and I'm really quite happy with how they come out. These aren't actually a squad of 5 because there's no sergeant there as such. These are just some scouts that I wanted to get finished. I'll probably add them to another squad. But yeah, 5 scouts. And then the next 2 models I finished excuse me, at the same time. This is Brother Corbolo for the Blood Angels. He's a special character. I probably won't use him in games, but it was nice to get him painted. Something different from the normal Blood Angels with white armour is quite nice. And yeah, I finished him the same time as I finished this beast. Now, I've had Land Raiders for a long time. I've never fully painted one, and now I have. There are still little bits and pieces I would like to do on it. There's bits and pieces I realise I messed up. I have magnetised the las cannons, so if I use it in 30k, then the weapons get destroyed. I can remove them. The thing that I've messed up is, if you have a look, if this wants to turn, you can't actually tell with the guns as they are. The gun shield is back to front on one of them, which you totally can't tell while it's. Well, if you look here, you can see the and that comes off. You can see the little gold skull there, and on here it's actually at the back. So I did screw up there. It will be fixed at some point. When I paint another Land Raider, I'm pretty sure I've got one Land Raider where the gun shields are the other way around, so I'll do the same thing. I'll just swap them. But yeah, quite happy with how it turned out. I don't paint tanks as often as I should. I really want to try and get a lot of my Blood Angel tanks finished this year. I got my Battle Company finished last year. I want to settle down and get as many of the tanks done as I can, and just see where we go from there. So yeah, so this is what I finished in the past week. 5, 6, 7, 8 models. It's not bad for a week's painting, especially when I've been working as well. Really quite happy with how it's going so far. And so what I'll do now is I'll put my painting desk back up, painting station back up, and I'll show you what I'll be working on the next week or so. Right, so this is how my paint station stands at the moment. Most of these are in various stages of being painted. I have put some effort into them the past week or so, as well as painting the stuff that you've seen. We've got a Harlequin Star skimmer thingy. It's the transport. Yeah, I've just had a brain fart. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, started painting the underside. It's going to be bone colour, obviously. Got some details and stuff to do, and then I've got to paint that side. Two weapons there, and that's the actual canopy, the top bit. And yeah, I mean, that's going to be painted purple. I have got models on my desk to remind me how I painted these. Got 5 blood letters. Now, I'm going to explain my thinking behind why my setup's so weird in a minute. But yeah, 5 blood letters. They are base painted with Mephiston red, and they've all been shaded with Agarax Earthshade. They need their skin finishing. They need the excuse me, their scales finishing, and then obviously any bronze bits and any claws and stuff, and then basing, and they'll be done. We've got a single solitaire, Harlequin solitaire, who's had so far his the base bit of his terrain, and his trousers have been coloured white bone. As you can see, he's fully undercoated in bone, but he won't be for long. That's the base for the skimmer. We've got one Death Guard champion who is actually quite close to being finished. He's mostly just needs some detailing and his base done. He needs that cloak bit finished as well, and the bolt done. But yeah, he's not far off from being finished. We've got 4 Necron warriors because I've always got Necrons on my desk at the moment. They're just my go-to when I want an easy paint session. So I've got 4 on my desk at the moment. I'll probably do them on batches of 4, but they might go to 5, I'm not sure. And then we've got 5 Harlequins. Now these are all spray painted Zanri dust, but they have had some of their clothes painted in Ushabti bone as well. They need another layer of that and then some Screaming Skull, and then I can work on the purples. This is my last Harlequin troop. I've already got 2 painted. Yeah, they're going to look something like this when they're done, because that's a finished one already. So yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, hopefully I'll get some of these done in the next week. I will try and keep it to the same thing, so you'll see what new stuff I've finished. It'll probably be Sunday night next week, or it could be Tuesday, I'm not sure. And then I'll show you what I'm going to be working on for the following week. But the plan is to get all this finished and then set up my desk again with lots of stuff. It's the way I paint, and it's the way it works for me. So yeah, so this is a new set of videos I'm going to be doing up. It is my hobby blog. I hope you find this inspiring or useful. I'll try and explain a bit more about what I'm doing. Basically, I've got a to-do list for my armies. My Harlequins, my World Eaters for 30k, and my Khorne Demons for AOS are on the must-do list. I'm planning to get all 3 of these armies finished this year. It's a doable thing, I reckon. It's a lot of models, but they're fairly simple models to paint, so it shouldn't be a problem. Stuff like my Necrons, my Blood Angels, I'm trying to think, Tyranids, would-like. So anytime I've got a bit of spare time and I'm not painting like the must-do stuff, I'm going to have some of them on my desk. Like, I've painted all Blood Angels so far this year. And then I've got stuff that I'm not touching. So I'm not going to touch any Lord of the Rings stuff. I'm not touching any of my old AOS armies. There's a few other things I'm definitely staying away from as well. But yeah, this is I've kind of set myself up to do this stuff, and of course I'm going to be painting terrain because I want to get my terrain painted up. The tub of terrain I've got is ridiculously large and none of it is painted, so just get on it. Just get on it and do it. Now, in the back of White Dwarf this month, there is a like tick sheet. I'm going to go by that. So basically they've got it lined up. So you do one large model, which is a monster or a vehicle, one character, one squad. I'm going to aim for that and add the terrain in as well. But I'm going to carry on painting after that as well. So yeah, that's my hobby blog. I will see you again this time next week, hopefully. Keep painting, everyone. See you soon.